Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. New customers, download the app now to get $200 in bonus bets when we go live. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Good evening, Chris Allen here, News 40 at 10. We start off this evening with some thunderstorms that have become severe. Just back to the west of us, lots of lightning, very heavy rain. A couple of those warnings out for portions of Webster and McLean counties, and then on down toward the Princeton area. You can see the clusters of lightning going on with a lot of these. Very heavy rain and even some reports of some hail within some of those thunderstorms. And then up close to Hardinsburg, a severe thunderstorm there, and even south of Louisville, moving into the Shepherdsville area. A lot of this will come together tonight and produce some very heavy rain during the overnight hours. I'll talk about that and more coming up in your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 10. I'm Morgan Hoover. Our top story tonight, police are still investigating after they say several packages were open and stolen at the UPS Customer Center in Bowling Green. According to the police report, UPS employees found several packages opened when they arrived just after midnight. They believe the suspect may have accessed the building through an unlocked door at the warehouse. It's still unclear what exactly was taken from those packages. Police say they are still investigating. And across Kentucky, 80 to 90% of maternal deaths are associated with violence, drug abuse, depression, or anxiety. A team of researchers are hoping to reduce that number. The University of Kentucky has developed the Violence Intervention and Prevention Corps. It hopes to better educate medical professionals, mothers, and caretakers to prevent deaths.
My job as to help our community understand that full year after the delivery or the pregnancy is ended, that's where the greatest risk of primarily murders, but also suicides occur.
The second goal of this program is to create a system that takes a deeper dive into the mother and the environment around her. For more information, visit our website. That's WNKY.com. Well, October is right around the corner, but there's still some great weather left out to get outside and get active with the Bowling Green Parks and Recreation. News 40's Michael Ridgway tells us about some of the new things they are offering.
Kind of gives you a little bit more resistance there.
We've recently added what you see behind me, which is the fitness court. So it's called the fitness court at Lovers Lane. And it's just a unique opportunity to prevent other fitness activities and ideas for anybody to come out and enjoy the court for free.
It's been there for a few weeks, but now they'll be holding classes for the public to attend. Funded through a grant, the fitness course comes with an app as well to help you out if you're not really feeling instruction.
So I will be at the fitness court starting October 9th through October 30th, Mondays and Wednesdays from 4:30 to 5. We're going to have a 7-minute workout, 7 different exercises.
The fitness court at Lovers Lane is something new to Bowling Green that allows you to still get fit, but out in the fresh air.
But the nice thing about having an outdoor fitness is that, number one, it's outdoors. People enjoy the natural outdoor environment. It's in a beautiful facility like Lovers Lane. There's so much going on at this facility. We have walking trails.
It could also offer some peace of mind for those weary of their appearance.
The nice thing is you don't really have to worry about the crowd. Some people don't like to be indoors because they either feel like there's a lot of people around or they feel like at an indoor facility, people are watching them.
If you have any questions or want more information, Parks and Rec encourages everyone to text them. But of course, they just want everyone to be active and comfortable. In Bowling Green, because local matters, Michael Ridgway, WNKY, News 40.
Thank you, Michael. Well, happening in mid-October, a pretty astounding sight. An annular solar eclipse is set to take place from around 10:30 to 1:30 on October 14th. The maximum eclipse, or the point where the moon is closest to the center of the sun, that will be at 12:04. It's a pretty amazing sight to see, but you want to make sure you have proper eye protection like solar eclipse glasses.
Remember the little rods and cones in your eye that you learned about in elementary school? Well, they can take only so much energy at any given time. So if you stare at that sun, you are damaging them, and that is a long-term damage.
If you're looking for a place to get those solar glasses, look no further than the Warren County Public Library. They'll be offering free pairs of glasses starting October 1st. You can stop by any branch of the library to receive your free pair. They are excited to offer these glasses to the community.
The library is always about sharing resources, and traditionally that resource is books, but it can mean lots of other things. So this is just another opportunity for us to share a resource that's needed in our community and to spread a little bit of awareness about the exciting annular eclipse that's coming up on October 14th.
There will be a total solar eclipse on April 8th, 2024, which will pass through parts of western Kentucky. Another exciting opportunity for South Central Kentucky. The man credited with discovering the most famous shipwreck in the world, the Titanic, is coming to the Hill. Dr. Robert Ballard will share stories and details about his exploration at Van Meter Auditorium in October. Dr. Ballard is the first in an open to the public series of notable and accomplished speakers.
I'm hopeful that having the speaker series doesn't just engage the WKU community, but it also engages the broader community. So we'd love to invite anyone from Bowling Green, Warren County, or the surrounding counties who's interested in Dr. Ballard or his talk to join us in Van Meter Auditorium on October 10th.
The WKU Presidential Speaker Series is free to attend. For more information, visit WKU.com. Well, yesterday we told you about Traveler's Cellar Winery launching a new business inside the old State Street High School gym. Tonight we're learning that WKU interior design students are working to design a portion of what will be the Mustang Speakeasy. The goal of the project is to replicate the 1920s feel of an authentic speakeasy while giving students the ability to see their designs and make it out of the classroom.
They can actually go and see it being done. I mean, that's the cool part of design is, you see everything on paper, but actually getting to see it being produced is everything.
Students are actively working on sketches like the ones you see on your screen. They are picking out materials and finishes and designing furniture and lighting plans. The opportunity offers exposure to what a career as an interior designer might look like.
So it was a great first opportunity to kind of step in and be able to be like, oh, this has the possibility of coming to life, and being able to tour around the building that is like bare bones, and to be able to just kind of take pictures and like think, oh, now this is real.
Students are competing against each other for the final design of the Mustang Speakeasy. Students with the top designs will also receive a cash prize. As we enter the fall season, you may be thinking about those Halloween decorations. The Edmonson County Tourism Commission is hosting the first ever fall decorations contest in the county. You can decorate your house, business, or lawn in 2 different categories. That's autumn or fall or Halloween. A winner in each category receives a trophy to display. The idea for the contest actually came from a pretty unique place.
We had one of our magistrates who sits on as an honorary member for our board, the tourism board, and he brought up this idea from when he was a kid. He said that his mother was telling him that they used to decorate their yard super big and all these crazy things, and then the tourism commission gave out prizes for it or gave out a trophy or something, and we thought, well, let's revive that.
The deadline to enter is October 16th. You can use the hashtag FallIntoHalloweenECKY for entry. Winners will be announced on October 23rd. Production is now underway on a brand new thriller movie being shot in South Central Kentucky. Horntack involves a family escaping from a cult-like group in the woods. The movie's still being filmed, so details are scarce at the moment. News 40 was able to speak with a couple of the actors in the movie to learn how they bond over this experience.
Life is all about doing fun stuff and getting out of the box and adventure, and this like checks all of those. So we love to do unique things together, and this just seemed like a perfect opportunity, and we're both beyond the moon to just be a part of it.
Filming for Horntack is set to continue in Warren, Barron, Edmonton, and Hart counties into October. Want to check back in now with Weather Chief Chris Allen for a latest look at that radar. Chris, what are we seeing?
Well, we're seeing a few severe cells back to the west of us. Hopkins County, severe thunderstorm warning until 10:15. That cell just moving out of Hopkins County into parts of the Madisonville, or into Hart County, Hopkins County, and moving into the Madisonville, Arlington area in the next little bit. Also some severe thunderstorms to the south and to the east. And what I think is going to happen, all of these are going to begin to congeal together in one big area of rain overnight, along with some strong thunderstorms. But the severe weather threat should be going down as these storms get closer to Bowling Green. But I'll continue to watch them for as long as possible or as needed tonight. More on your forecast coming up, but right now Cole has a look at your sports.
Thanks, Chris. We have plenty coming up in sports tonight. The WKU football team is gearing up for MTSU tomorrow at Houchin Smith Stadium. Hear from offensive coordinator Drew Hollingshead about his group through the first 4 weeks. And WKU tennis announced their 2024 season schedule. We have more on that in sports. Morgan?
All right, Cole, thank you very much. More local news now. Warren County Emergency Management and the Bowling Green Fire Department want you to be aware of the hazardous burn season and regulations for controlled burns. The department is asking that anyone who attempts to burn natural materials like brush or tree clippings get a permit for their burn with the Bowling Green Fire or Police Department.
We want to make sure that you're notifying dispatch requesting that burn permit. We want to make sure that you have a source of extinguishment, ideally a fire hose, and check the weather. Those are the big three things that we try to ask that the public does.
The measure is meant to ensure that fires do not get out of control and that the proper authorities have knowledge of those burns. This weekend is the start of fall break for school districts across our area. Many of you are likely planning a trip to a sunny beach in Florida. But before you hit the road, beach safety officials ask that you remember these important tips while at the ocean's shore. Be situationally aware. Make a note of a hotel name or a location landmark that you're close to while sitting on the beach. Being able to communicate where an emergency is happening could be the matter of life or death. Understand and obey the flags on the beach. Swim near a lifeguard and know how to escape a rip current. The South Walton Fire District also has this important advice for parents.
Take a picture of your kids as they are on the beach that day so that if they do get lost, you can share the image so that we know what we're looking for.
Bond also suggests that if you're visiting the Destin, 30A, or Panama City area, to sign up for text alerts for changing flags and daily water conditions. Just text safety to the number on your screen. That is 31279 to receive the alerts, and text stop to opt out when you're ready to head back home. Well, with many people gearing up for fall break and heading on vacation, you might have noticed a drop in gas prices. AAA says this is because people are wrapping up their vacations, heading back to school. Another factor is around this time of year, companies have begun selling winter blend gasoline, causing prices to drop.
With anyone who may be thinking about taking a trip to the beach, last minute trip this upcoming weekend, you're going to find that gas prices wherever you're going are likely to be cheaper. You're going to want to map that out, where you're leaving from, where you're headed, and you can actually see about how much you're going to want to budget.
AAA also suggests that people slow down. By slowing down, you are able to save your life and save a little bit more money. For more information, visit gasprices.aaa.com. And as you travel, you may notice construction on a new convenience store coming to the Commonwealth. It's got lots of people talking. Maybe you've heard of Wawa. The company announced it is opening 40 new stores in Kentucky. 15 sites are already under contract across the state, including here in Warren County. Maybe a little while, though, before we can get our hands on those convenience store snacks. The first stores are projected to open in mid-2025. Wawa expects to create 1,400 new jobs as a result of this expansion. Well, still to come on News 40 at 10, GOP presidential candidates are in California tonight for the second Republican presidential debate. The details from that debate floor in just a bit. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is still tracking some storms in our area right now. He'll tell us what we can expect to see right after this.
Pictionary.
Jump rope.
Every weekday, Pictionary on NBC 40.
I'm Ashley Wilson. Here's what's coming up tomorrow on News 40 Sunrise. Discover how you can get into the spooky spirit with some local scaries in tomorrow's Sunrise Spotlight. Plus, learn the history of Kentucky's Orphan Brigade in this week's Throwback Thursday. These stories on News 40 Sunrise.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've suffered a personal injury, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
Morris Jewelry is this area's independent and trusted source for diamonds. We're an experienced direct diamond importer, and custom design is our specialty. With diamond engagement rings starting at $33 per month, our prices can't be beat.
The UPS store on Scottsville Road is your one-stop for personal and professional services. We offer printing, shipping and packing, notary, mailboxes, and much more. Locally owned and operated. The UPS store on Scottsville Road.
When Daniel Cameron says he absolutely supports bringing back Matt Bevin's ruthless Medicaid plan, Cameron threatens to take away coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians and punish working parents.
This sounds very similar to something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely. But when Cameron said he'd back Bevin's war on teachers and take taxpayer money from public schools to give to private schools instead, he'd punish Kentucky's kids. Cameron's absolutely wrong for Kentucky.
News 40 is broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green. Join us weekdays for the latest news, sports, and weather from across the region. News 40, because local matters. WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, of course, you've been tracking some action on the radar. What's the latest?
Yeah, we had that, risk that some of those storms could be severe. But as we get on into the evening, now that we're past sunset, I think a lot of these that are severe at the moment are going to kind of tame down a bit. But then everybody's going to start to get a lot of rain during the overnight hours. It's all kind of congealed together. Everything you're seeing on the radar screen, live radar right now, showing those severe cells that are up near the Ohio River and starting to come into the News 40 viewing area. So some of these have been producing not only very heavy rain and lots of lightning. You can see the clusters of lightning showing up there just north of Calhoun and McLean County and then down into Hopkins County. Those are going to continue to produce some very heavy rain, gusty winds, lots of lightning. And yes, there even have been a few reports of some large hail. This particular storm north of Radcliffe is producing ping pong ball sized hail. Now that's pretty large. And it is moving off to the south and east away from the E-Town area, but it'll be crossing the Blue Ridge Parkway, or the Bluegrass Parkway, not Blue Ridge Parkway. But as it heads off to the east, all of these are heading east. There's that warning until 10:30 for Breckinridge County. We've got other warnings here, but what I'm seeing is a general weakening of some of these cells, even though they contain a lot of lightning. All of this is just going to kind of push together and form one big area of rain during the overnight hours. So as these are coming through Hardensburg and Breckinridge County and then just north of the Radcliffe and Fort Knox area, they'll continue off to the south and east. In fact, let's put the 4-hour clouds and radar into motion. You can see these all forming, and then they'll just kind of congeal into one big area of rain overnight. And I think some of that rain could even be heavy at times as we go into the overnight hours. 74 right now in Bowling Green, most everybody in the mid to upper 60s to near 70. And look at this, we've even popped up and increased the potential for rain, heavy rain in that area that I showed you at 5 and 6 tonight. I said 1 to 2. there could be some 1 to 3 inches of rain possible in an area right along the Cumberland Parkway out to the east. Places like Metcalfe County, Adair County, you could pick up anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain overnight and during the day tomorrow. All of this is through tomorrow evening when we'll finally see some of this rainfall get out of here and move on. There's still that threat for a few severe storms tonight as we're seeing right now, but all of that is going to congeal together as that low pressure system rides along an active jet stream. It's going to kind of push all that rain together and just squeeze out all the available moisture that's in the atmosphere. So expect some heavy rain over Bowling Green and much of the area overnight tonight. We'll get a break at about say 1, 2 o'clock tomorrow, and then we'll see more scattered thunderstorms as that line begins to push further east and away from us. Finally, as we get into Friday night into Saturday, everything will be out of here and will clear out for the area. 64 thunderstorms likely, some heavy rain. A lot of the severe weather will dissipate tonight and just turn over to heavy rainfall. And then we go 80 tomorrow with more thunderstorms in the afternoon. We'll keep it in the low 80s as we dry out for the upcoming weekend. Stay right here at News 40 all throughout the night. We'll keep you up to date on the severe weather. We'll be right back with more in just a minute.
Mom. Also, we added you to our new Spectrum Mobile plan, okay?
I'm good. He's not going to be calling.
At Spectrum Mobile, you get more with your mobile.
What's my shoe size again?
You're an 11 and a half.
He wants to come home for Thanksgiving.
No, you're not allergic to shellfish.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Honey, we're at dinner. If you think of anything, just text me.
Get more than just mobile. Get the value of Spectrum Mobile with Spectrum One.
Ford's is celebrating our 87th anniversary with a huge sale. Everything store-wide is on sale, and get up to 72 months no-interest financing. Save on bedrooms to sofas and dinettes to recliners during our anniversary sale going on now at Ford's Furniture.
Toyota's four brothers have made a name for themselves on and off the road.
Tacoma has been the best-selling truck in its class for the past 18 years.
This is the legendary Toyota 4Runner.
With over 40 years of off-road experience, this SUV has seen it all and keeps coming back for more.
The powerfully efficient Sequoia delivers off-road adventures with style and comfort.
And Tundra is the biggest, most powerful, most technologically advanced truck Toyota has ever built.
Toyota's four brothers. Let's go places.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan.
Do you have what it takes to be the sole survivor? Join WNKY News 40 October 17th for the Survivor Casting Call at Bowling Green Ballpark. To learn more and see if you have what it takes, visit WNKY.com/SokiSurvivor.
Republican candidates are meeting for their second presidential debate. Former President Donald Trump's top rivals would like to stop his momentum before the Iowa caucuses formally kick off the presidential nomination process in less than 4 months. Danya Backus reports from California.
7 Republican candidates trailing Donald Trump in the polls by a wide margin spent the night competing for their breakout moment.
Donald Trump hides behind the walls of his golf clubs and won't show up here to answer questions like all the rest of us are up here to answer.
Donald Trump is missing in action. He should be on this stage tonight. He owes it to you to defend his record where they added $7.8 trillion to the debt. That set the stage for the inflation that we have now.
After skipping the first GOP debate in August, the former president campaigned in Michigan Wednesday instead of joining his GOP rivals at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. GOP candidates debated a range of national issues that at times unite and sometimes divide the party. GOP candidates went after President Biden on a range of national issues, including immigration, the environment, investment in the economy.
And Joe Biden's Green New Deal agenda is good for Beijing and bad for Detroit.
Unlock American energy. Drill, frack, burn coal, embrace nuclear energy. Put people back to work by no longer paying them more money to stay at home.
Joe Biden should not be on the picket line. He should be on the southern border working to close our southern border because it is unsafe, wide open, and insecure.
Former Vice President Mike Pence, former U.S. Ambassador to the UN Nikki Haley, and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy worked to set themselves apart from the crowd.
I favor ending birthright citizenship for the kids of illegal immigrants in this country.
Well, these law enforcement officers, they arrest these people and then they go and they're let out the very next day. So law enforcement feels like no one has their back. We have to start prosecuting according to the law.
South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, and former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie also shared the spotlight. Danya Backus, CBS News, Simi Valley, California.
Well, stay with us. Cole Scott is back with a look at sports right after this.
Are your basement walls bowing or cracked? USS is here to help. Cracks along your basement wall are telltale signs moisture is collecting in the soil against your foundation, causing the weakest point of your wall to bow. USS has the support you need with our innovative Invisibeam. It's the strongest carbon fiber strap on the market and the only one ICC certified with a lifetime warranty. Visit USS-KY.com for a free estimate.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Prepare your child for a bright future by exploring fun at the Born Learning Trails. Each Born Learning Trail has a series of 10 interactive signs that offer fun and active learning activities for young children and their families.
Fly around and tweet.
United Way of Southern Kentucky invites you to explore a free trail near you today. Visit uwsk.org for a full list of park locations and to learn more. Happy trails!
We all want our kids to have a future here in Kentucky. That's why I'm working hard to bring more jobs here. Companies big and small are setting up all over Kentucky, revitalizing communities and creating thousands of good-paying jobs. Over 46,000 more jobs than we had before COVID. Unemployment has never been lower, and we've helped hundreds of businesses launch or expand. This is Kentucky's future. Our economy is on fire. Let's keep it going.
BG Home Furnishings is proud to be the official furniture supplier of WKU Athletics. Come on.
We love to support our Tops and our Tops fans.
The Jennifer Hudson Show is here.
You're going to bless people every day.
Something hits you in your heart. We're doing it all.
Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40.
Welcome into sports. The WKU tennis team released their 2024 schedule this afternoon. The schedule includes a few fall invitational events before the spring season. Head coach Greg Davis will look to grow from a 15-11 record with a squad full of returners, as well as Anna Marie Kopeka, a transfer from Campbell University. The team will travel to Eastern Kentucky on January 15th for their first match of the spring. Lady topper golfer Katie Craig earned the Conference USA Golfer of the Week honor today, following her performance over the weekend at the Lady Paladin Invitational. Craig was runner-up in the individual standings at 8 under, helping the Tops finish third overall. This is Craig's second CUSA Golfer of the Week honor this season. And the WKU football team is set to open conference play tomorrow night at home against Middle Tennessee State University. The Tops are looking to break their 2-game losing skid after falling on the road to Ohio State and Troy. Offensive coordinator Drew Hollingshead spoke on how the team has looked this season so far.
We had to replace
you know, a good amount of guys on offense, guys that hadn't played a ton of football, some transfers. So through 4 games the first month of the season, seen some really, really good things out of those guys, and then seen some things that we need to improve on, not only as players but as coaches too. You know, and I think where we're at, the self-scout evaluation you do after 4 games, I think we've kind of figured out where we need to be more efficient and what we need to do to win ball games. And the Kentucky Wildcats are hosting the Florida Gators in some SEC action this weekend. The Cats have yet to lose this season as they play Florida in their second conference game of the year, and many were surprised that the game will be held at noon. Head coach Mark Stoops seems to have full faith in Big Blue Nation getting up early. Take a listen.
I have great confidence in the people of Kentucky that can get up very early and pound some beers. Why would you disrespect this great state and the great people of it? You know?
And the Tennessee Titans will be looking to right their season, but they have a difficult task in front of them. The Titans will be hosting the Cincinnati Bengals at Nissan Stadium and need of the offense to get going. Tennessee has only scored 3 touchdowns in 3 games, and quarterback Ryan Tannehill says the offense needs to operate quickly even if they are down early.
No matter what happens, you got to be able to stick with it and stick together and find a way to score points throughout the game. You know, if you start fast and then have a lull, you know, what difference does that make? You know, it has to be consistent throughout the game.
And some big NBA news. 7-time NBA All-Star Damian Lillard has been traded by the Portland Trail Blazers to the Milwaukee Bucks. There was some speculation that former Kentucky Wildcat Tyler Hero will be part of a trade package sending Lillard to the Heat, but that did not pan out. Lillard now joins NBA champion Giannis Antetokounmpo, and this will be one of the biggest shakeups in the NBA in years. That's a look at sports. We'll be right back after this break.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man.
Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JV.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you have any trouble receiving Social Security benefits, call our office today for a free consultation.
Horses, bourbon, and the great outdoors. That's Kentucky. Original, majestic, and wide open. In one day, visit legendary distilleries, explore horse country, or put on your hiking shoes and get out there. This is Kentucky. Come see for yourself. Plan your road trip at KentuckyTourism.com.
Life is a series of timely decisions. Will you be ready? Pathways Senior Care Advisors are here to help you navigate the right path. Call Pathways Senior Care Advisors Mary Coron and Stacy Carter for your free consultation at 270-901-1878 or visit pathwayssca.com. Better informed, better choices.
I was raped by my stepfather after years of sexual abuse. I was 12. Anyone who believes there should be no exceptions for rape and incest could never understand what it's like to stand in my shoes. This is to you, Daniel Cameron. To tell a 12-year-old girl she must have the baby of her stepfather who raped her is unthinkable. I'm speaking out because women and girls need to have options. Daniel Cameron would give us none.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Welcome back. Well, Chris, I know you're still tracking some potential weather coming in overnight. What can we expect?
Well, I know many may be thinking, you know, it's after dark. We've lost the daytime heating. That's key. That means that we're not going to see a continuation of severe weather. That will be going away what's happening right now, we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning out for the northern part of Grayson County until 11 o'clock, but I think we'll start to see some of these severe cells die down. You can already see how those clusters are starting to come together. Once that happens, severe weather threat goes down, then it becomes more of a heavy rain event during the overnight hours and through the drive into work tomorrow morning. So even though you may hear a little noise overnight, you may see some lightning, hear some thunder, maybe even some gusty winds and small hail. I think the bigger noise that's going to be made overnight is heavy rain on your rooftops. So just keep that in mind, but I'll keep an eye on it for the next little bit and just make sure that everything is not going to be severe during the overnight hours.
Absolutely. All right, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you at home for joining us tonight. We will see you right back here tomorrow morning starting at 6 a.m. Have a great night.